Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be sSak, and it's going to be Soma. Starting here on Polypoid, top right, it's going to be our Red Zerg player. It is Soma. Bottom right, it is sSak. We like sSak quite a bit here. We also love Soma. Kind of feel like sSak is a little bit below Soma's level, but hey. What else is new? One player being a little bit below the other player? Upsets are why we watch, right? Alright, so Terror the Overlord moving out. The wrong direction here. That's right, Terry. Just enjoy the rocks and the dirt and the little sprouts of grass here. You know, maybe bring your family here on vacation at some point. It's very scenic that way. I've been playing Fallout New Vegas for the first time. Second time. I actually started playing it back in like 2015 when I just barely started my YouTube channel. If you go back far enough, you might find some attempts of me to try playing New Vegas. But I got so annoyed with the gun system to where you point at the enemy, center mass, pull the trigger, and it misses that I was like, okay, what is this garbage? What is this garbage game where you have somebody in your crosshairs, you pull the trigger, and it misses? And I understand it was a holdover from the old isometric Fallout games, right? Fallout 1 and 2 was isometric stuff, and you just had a mischance. You didn't aim at anything. You just said, attack this thing with my gun, and sometimes it missed, and sometimes it didn't. It was just a hit chance, right? But then they ported it over into New Vegas, which was a first-person shooter, and they're like, that mechanic should stick around. And no, it shouldn't. If the player has required skill to aim the gun at the enemy and pull the trigger at the right time, reward them for that. Don't make them miss just because there's some pre-programmed mischance in your game. That's stupid. So I use console commands and just set guns to 100, and now I don't miss anymore, which is great. I'm pretty sure that's all that affects. I'm pretty sure this drone comes down to harass another SCV coming up to maybe finish the job while this fight happens. I don't think it changes anything else about the game. Like, I don't think it made my guns eminently powerful. Ooh, SCV death there. Way to go, drone. Because it still takes me a while to kill stuff. I don't just, like, one-shot kill everything I fight. I found a rad scorpion the other day that took, like, 8 shots for my varmint rifle to take down. So, I think it's okay there. But I'm not missing, which is the whole point. Anyway, it's fun stuff. Regardless, what's happening here? Well, yeah. It looks like we got our hatch done, our pool's done, our gas is done. On this side of things, we got any gas? We do. Oh, it is a factory. Let's go. And not an expansion from sSak. Oh, this could be really fast Vulture. And it is, again, we're not going for speed. First hunter gas, going for the lair, as we do in the ZVTs. What is next up? Speed. It's gotta be speed when you have enough resources for it. Enough gas, which he's working on it, so there you go. Metabolic boost. Firing up. Now, this has got to be a Vulture. It is. So, a Vulture coming out, and a Starport. A 1-1-1 build. Here out of sSak. I love this. We don't get enough of this on the channel. This is an RJB requested replay. He said it's really great, so I'm excited to see where we go from here. I mean, is this going to get critical damage against Soma? It very well could. This Marine count's way too scary for 3 slow lings to handle. Even if they have speed, they don't want to engage with this. It might be time to throw up a Sunken here, just because these Marines moving out is suspicious. You just now see the Vulture. Now you want a Sunken. One of these guys needs to Sunken, and there it is. Creep colony coming in. I mean, it takes a minute. Not that long. Oh, bunker on the edge of the creep! Drone's trying to block this ramp, but... oh, can they burn down this creep? Maybe not. Oh, gotta deal with these lings. The drones are coming in. It's a battle at the front here. No, the SCV doesn't get the bunker up because the SCV was target fired and killed. Dude, this Sunken would save everybody's butt right now. It's not even a Sunken. Did he cancel the Sunken? Might have canceled the Sunken because he's like, I got this. Dude, this Vulture, though. 4 kills on that guy. Oh, and that's a GG. Game 1 of the sneaky twofer goes to sSak. I love it. What a great win. Oh, you guys thought this was going to turn into something different. No. It didn't at all. Yeah, Vulture just wanders up here. Lings are garbage against Vultures. The Sunken never was able to get up. Yes, you did kill the SCV building the bunker. Good job. But no, not enough Lings to handle this. Vulture inside your mineral line. Vulture at the natural. This is just a tough situation to be in. And there's a Wraith. There's a Wraith that's going to show up here. You have nothing that can kill a Wraith. Oh, this was a beautiful build. This was just punishing to the standard hatch first with a macro hatch. Lair with the first 100 gas. Spire. And then try to stay alive with slow Lings until speed shows up. And yeah, just one base in it. Bam, quick factory, quick Vulture, second Vulture coming out. That Marine has 6 kills. What a boss he is. And then on the other side, that's a 5-kill Vulture. So, yeah, you got to watch out for this, Zergs. You can hatch first on 4-player maps, but sometimes this will happen. 8,400 points to 6,700 points. Zerg produced more units, but those are Lings. So, outproducing by 6 doesn't really matter here. A 20-to-6 kill death ratio was nuts for SSak. That is absolutely killer impressive. One building raised, and resources about even. Again, in these 4-minute games, resources matters a lot less than in the longer macro ones. So, what do we get? What we get next is a game 2 between these two players. Let's check it out. Hit that like button if you're enjoying this so far. What a great little build from SSak. Loved it. Game 2 is here on Neo Dark Origin, a weird 2-player map. Top left, it is SSak. Bottom right, it's Soma. Man, I love little games like Game 1. RJB knows that, and I sprinkle them in so that you're surprised when the game ends early, right? Sneaky twofer for the win here. All right, man, it's a 2-player map here, so Terry knows where the Terran player is. He's going there post-haste, which means he's probably going to die to a Marine. But hey, scouting information is good enough and important enough to sacrifice an Overlord every once in a while, right? Yeah, scouting is so important in this genre of video games and other genres of video games, but especially in RTS, I feel like. Good times, good times. Hope you all had a good holiday season. Still a bit of a holiday season here. I traditionally have the week between Christmas and New Year's off at my office. It's just kind of it's a downtime for the office. You know, we're not really customer facing, at least my department isn't. I have worked jobs before, though, where you're working pretty much, you know, most of the day Christmas Eve. Christmas, you get off and you're back at work the next day. Those have been some support jobs where you are customer facing and customers have problems they need you to fix the day after Christmas, right? But, you know, ever since I got into this software testing job, it's just kind of been kind of like, yeah, it's a nice time to hang out as we overpool here from Soma. Just kind of eating Thanksgiving leftovers. Just kind of enjoying time with family. That's pretty much what it all is. Maybe playing some more Fallout New Vegas, huh? Anyway, Overlord doesn't want to die. Has deviated from the course to scout directly into the Terran base, is maybe checking for proxies or something. It's a pretty good proxy location here, right? It's high ground. It's a weird place to scout. It's a lot closer to the Zerg base. And he's worried about proxies enough that he went overpool here. And maybe he's worried enough about the 1-1-1 build that we saw in Game 1 that he's overpooling as well. This means 1 barracks, 1 factory, 1 starport, and you go from there. It's a juke hatchery coming down because, you know, you don't need to skip your expansion just because you're going overpool. It's a nice mixture between, nice mixture of being between aggression and macro. Right in the middle here. Nothing crazy. I mean, that is an early gas, which to me says factory. Like, without a doubt, factory after this barracks finishes. 200 gas in your bank? Oh, yeah. You're making a factory immediately. And maybe even a second factory with all of this gas. Look at how early that refinery was. All right. All right. Well, slow Lings moved across the map. Steve's job is to see, are there Lings moving across the map? And guess what? Ta-da! Steve did his job, and he saw the Lings moving across the map. Good job, Steve. But guess what? We hardwalled. Very nice execution of that here. Barracks, supply depot, Marine behind the walls. Going to be huge. These Lings are going to get a couple hits off, but not anymore. Yeah, we might need to repair. Absolutely we need to repair, but these Lings are not getting through here. It's such a terrible feeling as a Zerg player to be like, oh god, early Lings. I need these guys to get value. And the only value they get here... Oh, come on, Marine. Keep firing at these dudes. There you go. Can't stop. Heavens. Yeah, as 3 SCVs pulled off the line for a minute. And that's about it. That stinks. Not a good opening for Soma. Oh, 2-port Wraith opening. That's what the gas was for. 3-port Wraith. What? Is 3-port Wraith opening even a thing? I was wondering why I didn't see a Vulture popping out. Because we're not actually going mech. We're 3-port Wraithing. Alright, man. I like this from sSak a lot. Come on, sSak. You're friggin' awesome. Your first build was sweet. Okay, all Steve here wanted to know was, is that Spire coming up? Did it get canceled? No. I can die a happy SCV. That's all he wanted to know. It's probably coming up. It could be canceled now, but... You know, can't really guarantee anything in this life, can ya? Look at that. 2 Wraiths coming in. Burrow getting researched very early. Did he sniff this out? How on earth would he have sniffed this out? He knows it's a 1-base play, right? So I guess at that point, it would make sense for him to be like, well, if like 8 Vultures show up, the ability to burrow my drones and keep them away from those Vultures would be nice. If it is like a 2-port Wraith opening, being able to burrow is also very good. So tell you what, we're just going to get Burrow here at 4 minutes. And it's going to work out. And it is going to work out. It's a good read on the situation by Soma. So, Wraith, awaiting launch orders. That's right, Wraith. You and your buddy here, who sounds exactly like you. Are you cloned in a lab somewhere? Is that where Wraith pilots come from? What's the anti-air here right now? Nothing? Oh. 0. This is why we have Burrow. He's just burrowing the ones as they get wounded. There you go. No drones have died. This is amazing. sSak's like, well, guess what can't burrow? Overlords. Find more Overlords to kill. 4 Mutos are on the way. Okay, so all the drones just burrow up. This is so much lost mining time. The Wraiths go away. Unburrow, hurry! Unburrow. Oh, just kidding. They swung back around. Good job staying burrowed, guys. You're too smart. Too smart for me. Honestly, Overlord hunting with these Wraiths might be even better than this. Or just getting early shots on these Wraiths. Ow. Ow, no bonus damage versus Mutas, because Mutas are small. Wraiths do a lot of damage to big things, like battle cruisers and carriers and stuff. We don't see them used in that way very often. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we do see Wraiths used against well, yeah, against battle cruisers and against carriers. If you want to see an example of one of those games, let me know. I bet I can dig one out for you. Ooh, drone's not burrowing in time. Can dig one out for you. And this is... let me know in the comments, right? Leave a comment saying, hey, Falcon, can I get a game where Wraiths are used against battle cruisers or carriers or one or the other? Be very specific, please, because I say a lot of things in these casts, and I don't know what you're talking about all the time. If you're like, send me the link to the thing, and I'm like, what is that? Anyway, this is... this is sSak saying, now you know how it feels when you're being harassed by Mutas, huh? Really surprised we don't see Cloak coming in. Usually you make this many Wraiths, it's gonna be Cloak. This is insanity. Oh, good snipe on that Scourge. Great snipe on that Scourge. Micro is bananas. Wraiths are dying, but Mutas are going with them. Who's coming out on top here? 3 Wraiths. 2 Mutas. Man, it comes down to 2 Wraiths remain. 3 kills on that one. 1 kill on that one. More Scourge in production. He's just continuing to make Wraiths. You know, I had a ladder game like this once. I was like, I can play the 1v1 ladder. I'm good enough at this game. And then some dude like went mass Wraith on me just like this. He killed everything. And I was very sad. And then I didn't play ladder for a long time after that because, I just felt entirely outclassed, which I was. Anyway, this is fun. What's the follow-up? Second command center. Mm-hmm. Good. Oh, look at the repair on these Wraiths. That's so nice. I really respect Terrans who repair their units. It doesn't happen all the time, is the thing. Third base coming up for the Zerg. Got the third base location just to the north of the main here. More and more Mutas being produced. I like it. There's a couple Scourge out as well. Lings. Ooh, Burrow Lings for vision. I like Burrow Lings for vision. Oh, and Burrowling's denying an expansion. Where's your comsat? Oh, gonna have to build a turret. Here we go. Immediately, a turret gets started. He's like, I understand this burrow. This burrow is happening. Pneumatize Carapace coming on. He's worried about these wraiths getting cloak. I am too. But you know what's not coming through that production tab? Cloak. Because he doesn't have a control tower on any of these starports. What the heck's the follow-up here, man? Oh, man, I would start making Hydras right now. Pumping so many Hydras. Hydras are terrible. Wait. Wraiths are terrible against Hydras. You show up, and it's just like Mass Wraith without Cloak, and they just all die. Because they have to defend. It's like Mutas, just like Mutas, right? They're flimsy, they're fast, they hit kind of hard. But if they have to defend a base against an incoming attack that can hit them, they probably die. Muta's defending against an attack of like Dragoons or a bunch of Marines is just asking a lot. I mean, I don't know. Muta stacking can get it done sometimes, right? Where they're kind of high ground, swinging on in, picking off a Marine here and there. Pick off, pick off, pick off, but it's a lot to ask. Fourth base coming in bottom left from Soma, like that quite a bit. Very, very fun. And he's just continuing to make wraiths, dude. It is Wraithtown, USA here. Without Cloak. Who does this? Who goes Wraithtown, USA without Cloak? I mean, you might as well get it. I don't see what it's hurting if you get it. It's money, I guess, that could go towards another Wraith. I mean, you'll notice that Soma here is not getting upgrades for his Mutas, so maybe it's the same thing. One volleying down drones, two volleying down overlords, and the Mutas get out of there. This is very much a this is how it feels moment for Soma. It's like, what is this? What is this pack? Oh, I don't know if you want to fight with the missile turret. There you go. Fight with the turrets. Well, turrets. There's one. There's a single turret here. Maybe building another one would be nice. Oh my gosh. Look at this micro on display. The turret gets burned down immediately. This is just a micro battle, unlike any I've seen in a long time. I mean, I know battle is really hugely important in a lot. I mean, micro is really important in these battles all the time, but this is pure how good is your Muta stacking micro? How good is your Wraith stacking micro? Oh, this is looking bad for SSak in game 2, man. Ooh, a couple of Valkyries, though. I like that response. Finally, control tower's up. It uses it for Valkyrie tech instead of Cloak, which, there are no Overlords here, so having Cloak would be insanely good. Yeah, I don't know about this, guys. Valkyries are kind of your invitation to get out of here, yeah? But, dude, it's a 2-basing Terran versus a 4-basing Zerg. That said, nothing about this game is standard at all. Okay, these Mutas. Nope. No. No, guys. Don't fight against Valkyries. Not what you want. Get some Scourge to connect on those guys. Hydraden coming in. He's like, oh, you're investing in stuff that can't shoot down? Hydras are the answer here. I like that decision. I mean, I had that idea a little bit earlier, but that's okay. And when the Valkyries came out, it made a lot more sense. Finally, cloaking field's coming on. I hesitate to say this, but I kind of feel like battle cruisers would make sense at this point. You're going Sky Terran. Why not finish the trifecta, right? Dude, how are there no turrets over here? Well, because the Valkyries! Oh. Oh, okay, so all the Mutas are dead. Ow. And at 68 to 47 supply, that is a 20 supply army value difference in favor of SSak right now. Scourge do wipe out a Valkyrie. Scourge take out 2 Wraiths there in quick succession. Okay, I mean, maybe you want to micro against these Wraiths a little bit, SSak. I think that would be good. And now his counterattack is a lot less impressive. That said, no spores at this 3rd base at all? Okay, sure. This is a weird choice out of Soma. Cloak. Ah, he cloaks as they come in. You can't connect with things you can't see. And And the Hydras can't shoot at things they can't see either. Dude, this is crazy stuff. Look at this. Look at this Valkyrie micro against these Scourge, man. Look at these Wraiths saving their friends, the Valkyries, from the Scourge. Having a ComSat would be killer good, but, nope. No time for Academy today. No, sir. This is crazy. Overlord's getting wiped. A bit of a supply block here. Just, well, close to a side block, but not one exactly. These Scourge, man. They're having a hard time making connections. Drone down. Drone down. Where are the burrows? Why are you not burrowing here? Oh, I heard some burrow there. But there's a supply block. SSak! Well, the follow-up is going to be siege tanks, not battle cruisers. You know what? I approve. Against Hydras, siege tanks are the way to go. I think we talked about this in a cast earlier this week, where, yes, 100%. If your enemy is going a lot of Hydras, you know what you want? A lot of siege tanks with upgrades. It's just how it works. Man, Scourge are faster than Valk, aren't they? Like, pretty noticeably. Oops, soundtrack has to restart. There it is. Oh. Ah, see this Hydra? These Hydras are like, oh. The times have changed. There are now siege tanks out. Still, it's only 2 bases here. This has been some solid 2-base aggression. A lot of drones have died, but Soma's weathered the storm remarkably well. No, he's weathered it okay. He's down to 34 drones, which is a substantial fair bit less than he wants to be. He got supply blocked real bad and then overcompensated. He has 101 available supply to 62 used right now. Yeah, that's not ideal. We're working on missile attack upgrades, flyer carapace upgrades, which does help against all of the Sky Terran that we're seeing today. No upgrades for the race, though. That's not the long-term plan here, is Wraith Valkyrie. It's been a nice little opening, but now we're going into mech. We are clearly, yep, spider mines, siege tanks, all sorts of great stuff in that production tab. Every Terran player squealing with joy. Gosh, remember how he overcompensated by making too many overlords? No, you can't. How did you see that? Maybe that one ran out of cloak. Oh, yeah, look at that. They're very close. This guy, at least. Very close to running out of cloak. There he is, coming back into reality. And getting murdered by Hydras. All right, well, I don't know what you were paying attention to there otherwise, but third base time. Oh, do not attack that command center. Oh, you idiot, Scourge. That's the one thing you can't do, is attack flying buildings. That's a waste. That is an ultimate waste of everything that you're standing for. Oh, are they going to do it again? No. Soma's like, that. Oh, he's trying to kill that with Scourge. Was that intentional? That's crazy. Spider Mine, great connection. 2 of the Hydras. Third Hydra has to get out of there, and the third base is saved. Dude, all we need now is Queens to infest one of these command centers, and this will get a weird fun tag, man. It might get a weird fun tag as it is. Look who's going Queens. Look who's doing it. Oh, spider mines. Yeah, you'd think these guys would be able to outrange them, but the siege tanks covering them makes it hard for the Hydra to get close enough to attack. That's so good. Man, I'm kind of rooting for SSak. He's doing non-standard stuff. I'd like to see it win. Of course, Queens aren't exactly standard either, but they're more standard than opening 3-port Wraith. With Valkyries, no less. Spawn Broodling on the way, of course it is. This is Soma trying to use Spawn Broodling to defeat a mech army. Not my favorite thing, but it has a better win rate than 0 in the history of StarCraft and on this channel. So, hey, whatever. Irradiate's coming in. Irradiate will one-shot a Queen. So if you have a lot of Irradiates available, and Queens jump in, if you irradiate them, they won't die immediately, but they will die with an irradiate, which is awesome. It's really, really cost efficient, just unit removal. It's not instantaneous, but it's... They get one volley down, and that is it. Turret, turret, spider mine, spider mine. Flyer carapace, level 2. Now in production and being researched. Excellent, excellent. This has been kind of a weird week for games, man. So, you probably watched the Flash vs. Bisu Best of series that I posted earlier this week, right? On Christmas. By the way, if you missed that, check it out. It's got some amazing stuff in it. And I think I put this in the title, but there are scouts involved in that best of 3. Just throwing it out there. Like I said, weird stuff this week. Another connection. Those Scourge, considering they flew over 2 turrets. They got 2 connections on a science vessel, killed 1, 3rd connection on a 3rd science vessel, and brought it down to half HP. It's getting repaired, which, again, sSak's been doing a good job repairing today. Zerg player getting a 5th base. Soma, there are not a million places to expand on this map. So it's 2 players, that's normal. Okay, I don't know about bringing plain old Hydra into Siege Tank City here with +1 attack, sir. Not happening, I am sorry to say. But yeah, man, it's just mech. It's ship weapon. Wait, ship weapons? Now he's getting ship weapons? Guess he is relying on Valkyries to help deal with these queens that I think he knows are coming. What did he just scan? Down here? Yeah. See you later, Overlord. See you later, Scourge. Oh, just kidding. You connected. Spawn Broodling! But are the queens gonna die? Oh, 3 queens died. Ugh. Yeah, man. If queens are gonna be show up, spawn Broodling 1 unit, and die, that is not gonna work long term here for Soma. The strategy needs to be keeping your queens alive. The sad thing right here is Gamete Meiosis gives you 50 extra queen energy, but you still can't do more than 1 spawn Broodling with a full energy queen, even with this upgrade. It's just like, you have to wait less time from full energy before you can spawn Broodling twice. This is frustrating and annoying from a Zerg perspective. But we've seen Zergs win with this. We've seen Zergs lose with this month. Been a good month for mech and queens, man. Like an insanely crazy good month for this. You guys are tired of SK Terran. This has been, December 2023 has been a hallmark year for all of you. Like, look at this not SK Terran we're seeing from sSak here. Refreshing. So 4 bases are rolling for the Terran. We got 5 bases for the Zerg, and 1 base remains to be taken, which is dicey. Dicey, dicey stuff. A 4-basing meching Terran, I think, might be able to pull this off. The thing about Zerg is they have to be way more cost efficient against mech, and that usually means taking way more bases, but if you only have like 2 more bases, yeah, 2 more bases than the Terran, it's not great. It doesn't make you feel good from the Terran perspective. Which is why even if this base goes to the Zerg, which it probably will, I don't think a 4-basing Terran should be enough anyway. Oh, absorbing early hit so the queens get in. Look at the tanks running for it. Spawn Broodlings do connect a little bit, but every queen that dove in here, one of them escaped. Most of the queens that dove in here died. And then the Hydras sweep in because the tanks had to unsiege and retreat. But then the tanks are back and the Hydras are like, ow, ow, we're taking Spider Mine hits, we're taking Siege Tank hits. Maybe we don't want to come in here this bad. Another round of queen action. Valkyries. Again, their goal here. Ooh, that one escaped with 3 HP. That was very close. Yeah, that +1 attack on these Valkyries coming in handy for sure. Ensnare is on the way. Okay, maybe ensnaring the enemy Valks. Yeah, Scourge trying to make some connection, but 2 Scourge into a missile turret Valkyrie position are just going to have a pretty bad time. But like I said, Soma's expanding top right. That's it. Last base on the map. You have these tiny little mineral patches, which aren't really for mining. They're just to allow access to backdoor attacks on your enemy, but no one's been using those today at all. It's been very air-centric. And you don't need very sneaky entrances into your enemy's base over ground if you can just fly. Yeah. Anyway, hit that like button if you're enjoying this, by the way. The like button just, helps the algorithm know that I'm here. And recommends me to other Brood War fans. I've been posting little clips of my cast out on Twitter and Facebook at /Falcon Paladin, as well as Reddit. On the Brood War subreddit, I do have my own subreddit, reddit.com/r/Falcon Paladin, and the StarCraft subreddit as well. Ooh, Parasite's getting tossed down. So yeah, if you're a Reddit user or a Twitter user or a Facebook user, that's a good place to go. If you want to see Falcon stuff, you want to support me out on social media, which is free. Not bad, huh? Not bad. Alright, well, further ship weapons, further vehicle plating. Flyer Carapace is going to level 3 now. Makes sense with all the Valkyries around, right? Valkyries do... Ooh, nice Scourge connections on those Valks. Yeah, Valkyries do little bits of damage a lot. And if that's happening to you, having armor is huge. That's exactly why Ultras of Chitinous plating, especially when they're fighting against Marines. Hyders trying to get as close as they can without taking siege tank fire. It's tough, though. It's a tough ask. This really just kind of feels like... the Spawn Broodlings are connecting here a little bit. The Queens are dying, and I just... One Spawn Broodling... Oh, this Goliath needs to get up here. He's missing attacks because he's low ground. Okay, Spawn Broodling finally dies. 16 kill siege tank lives. It's 180 to 160. All that work was done. Queen dies, but Spawn Broodling connects. I mean, it's better than Queen showing up and not connecting on anything before they die. At least they get one Spawn Broodling, they're worth something, but I do feel like for the strategy to work, you gotta get 2 Spawn Broodlings at least per Queen for the math to make sense here. SSak decides to move down the left side. Soundtrack needs to restart. Pretty good splits on these Queens, I gotta say. Nice and snare, but... Queens are so expensive! They're so expensive, you guys! Every time one of them dies, and I hear that little weird death sound that Queens have, that's just unique in all of StarCraft. It just makes me go, ugh. Holy Scourge Ball, Batman. Well, do what we can, Valkyries, and somehow 5 of them survived that. I don't know how. I think they ran out of scan. Another scan, sir. Another scan. Ooh, these Hydras want to attack? No, they don't. Why are you doing this? Why are you coming down here? To kill one siege tank, I guess. More Spawn Broodlings, and... that's good. The Scourge are distracting the Valks. Nice D-Matrix on that Valk. His buddies are dead, though. Her buddies are dead, because she's a Valkyrie pilot. How many Scourge hits does it take to take down a D-Matrixed Valkyrie? More than 4, it would seem. And the Spawn Broodling defending well here. This is crazy. Yeah, Soma's up about 20 supply right now. Worker counts relatively even at the moment. Map control belongs to the Zerg, but this threat to this bottom left base is real. Queen's coming in. They're like, where are your Valkyries now? As tanks are just getting deleted. Deleted from the game. Wow. Oh, and that's your GG. SSak taps out, and Soma is your winner here. You know, you didn't keep the Queens alive forever, but that's okay. You don't have to do that, you know? Boof. Boof. That was awesome. That was a really great twofer. Really fun little short aggressive game 1 that SSak wins, and then game 2 is a 3-port Wraith Valkyrie opener that turns into mech for SSak that Soma deals with. Perfectly? No. He lost a bunch of drones. He lost a bunch of overlords. He got supply blocked. He lost a bunch of Queens. But he did a great job with the Scourge, clearing the Valkyries out. They were the source of anti-air against these Queens more than anything else. The Goliath count was not very heavy. There were no Wraiths, right? So if you're trying to kill these guys, Valkyries are the answer. So the Scourge come in, distract the Valkyries. Ensnaring them almost basically guarantees a hit on with those Scourge. Then the Queens come in when all the Valkyries are dead or retreated and repairing, and you just get things like that last sequence, which I need to watch again because it was beautiful. It was maybe the most well-executed, come in, snipe, 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 win things I've ever seen from a queening Zerg player against meching Terran. So that's part of it. But is there a pullback here? No, it's just this, right? Yeah. It's just this. It's just very, very casually setting up. Million Hydras here. Overlord's eating some of the early missile turret shots so the queens can get in. And then these guys get wiped out. This is fine. A little bit. And this right here, right? This where it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. Every tank that was sieged up here. The Valkyries are late to the party. They were getting repaired up, and woof, GG. What a fun game that was. Really non-standard, super fun stuff there. I might weird fun this thing. Although, I don't know. Well, 3-port Wraith alone is very interesting. Anyway, we'll see how we title this, but... Yo! End of the day. 174,000 points to 204,000 points in favor of Soma. Yeah, that makes sense because he won this game. Units... Totals here, outproducing the Terran player, about a 2-to-1 ratio, a little bit less than that. Kill-death ratio is not very good for the Terran here compared to the production situation. 94 buildings raised, Zerg killed more, makes sense. And then outspending by about 7,000 resources, a little bit less than that here today, the Zerg player. That works in 26 minutes, and then more bases help too. So great job. Really, really fun game. And yeah, GG Soma. That's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. And a sneaky twofer at that. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.